All right, hey everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hey Pam. Thanks for hopping on, joining me in the strength workout. So today we are going to do a more traditional style strength training where we take rest between the exercise or between the sets for each exercise. So we're not going to superset anything today. It's just going to be one exercise at a time with rest in between. So the goal today is going to be to push your weights a little bit more if you have that option. We're also going to need some kind of bench or couch or ottoman or something that you can do Bulgarian split squats on. So we're going to prop the foot up. We're also going to do a hip thrust from there. And we've got some decline push-ups coming up as well. You can also do those on the floor, but I do want you to have something that you can prop yourself up on for the main two exercises, the Bulgarian split squat and the hip thrust. So make sure you have your weights ready. If you have a heavier, actually you're going to need dumbbells for the whole thing. So you can have a kettlebell if you have that option, just in case and you think you can use it. But a majority of everything is going to be dumbbells today. And we'll go ahead and get started with our warm-up. Should be able to hear the music. I think that everything is good. Alright, so let's just start with some butt kickers, stretching out the front of the legs. You can add your arms if you want. Just kind of loosen it up. All right, knees up. Now kick straight out. Straight leg kick. One more. All right, good. Squat width stance. They're about shoulder width. Going down and up into regular squats. One more. All right, good. Now, let's do a single leg RDL. Hold on to something if you want to help with your balance. I'm gonna bring one leg up, stretching out the standing leg, focusing on the standing leg and the hamstring. Balance. And let's switch legs. Other leg. All right, good. Really wide. We're gonna go lateral lunge, side to side. You can go as deep as you want here, just kind of working into it. Still getting warmed up. Just go lateral, both sides. Keep your heel down on the side you're lunging into. You can work your way into a deeper lunge every time if you want. Last one, both sides. All right, good. Arms in and out. Okay, we're gonna start. So like I said before, we've got a traditional style strength workout where we are gonna rest in between our sets. So you're gonna need to be patient since we don't usually do this.
One, two, five, six,
Oh,
6,
goodness.
9, 7, 1, 8, 9.
We're usually supersetting and moving quickly through our sets with minimal rest and then resting at the end. So we're doing this one a little bit differently, focusing more on the strength. So try to push the weight as much as you can, go a little heavier than you normally do if you have that option, and take the rest in between sets. We're gonna start with Bulgarian split squat. So go ahead and find a place where you're gonna set up your back foot. We're gonna do just a couple body weight, and then we're gonna add in our dumbbells. So just a warm-up set without any weight, and then we'll add on if you want. So 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. Make sure you have enough room for your back knee to come down. Looks like this. Go down and back up, down and up. Your front heel stays on the floor. So go ahead and get a couple of those in. If you do not have an option to bring your foot up somewhere, or if you feel like you aren't strong enough for that yet, just do a normal stationary lunge. Get a couple of those and then switch sides. When you're ready, go as far down as you can, back up. All right, just a warm-up set without weight. If you're comfortable adding weight, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I lost my shoelaces. You can hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell in the goblet position, or you can hold 2 at your sides. We're gonna do 8 reps per leg with rest in between. So let's get set up. 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Here we go. Once you get 8, switch. Play around with your stance if you need to. Go right into it. Rest when you got 8. We're taking a break. At least 30 seconds. If you've got a water, feel free to drink it. Hopefully that was difficult. Whew. If it wasn't, try to add on somehow or do more reps than me. Make sure that back knee is hovering right over the floor during your reps, so you're getting that full range of motion. So in order to build muscle, we have to add strength, and by adding strength, we have to rest in between sets. That way you can go heavier and get stronger every time, taking rest. Okay, let's do it again. If the first one was too light, add on if you have the weights. We're going again. 8 reps per leg. Rest. We've got one more set. Ooh, it's hot in here. Trying to bring the heart rate down, letting our muscles and everything recover real quick, and then we'll start back up. We've got one more set. Okay, y'all ready? Let's do this, last one. Then we're gonna switch it up. Go when you're ready. Get your 8. Ooh. Rest. Whew, those are hard. Hopefully, all right, looked like I lost y'all for a second, but I think it's good. All right, next up, we're gonna use one dumbbell. We're gonna do hip thrust. So hip thrust means our upper body, upper back is propped up on something. And then we've got our bridge movement. So here to here, we've got that extra range of motion because our backs are on an elevated surface. So make sure whatever you're using is not going to slide around, and you can push your weight into it and it's not going to move. But we are going to do these single leg. Whew, I'm out of breath. Okay, so we're going to load this by putting your dumbbell on the side that you're pushing into. So if I've got my right foot down and my left foot up like this, I'm just loading the hip by putting the dumbbell there. Okay? Play around with where it sits. You might have to hold it a little bit with your hands. That's fine. Or you can place it center. You know, you can kind of feel it out and see. Or you can do these body weight. So these are hard by themselves because they're single leg. So if you feel like you just want to do this, work on getting full extension at the top, that is completely fine. We're going to do 3 sets of 12 with rest in between. Okay? All right, y'all ready? Load up the one side. One leg up. If you feel like you can't do the single leg, do the double, but just do twice as many, 24. Okay, so 12 per side. And let's go. We're going all the way down, all the way up. Whew. I gotta lose the dumbbell. I'm sliding off my couch. And 12. I think it's making it harder because this is a smushy couch. I don't have a bench. 12 and 12. Rest. You should feel that in your booty. I'm also feeling it too because it's like 80 degrees in this room. I need to get a fan. For some reason, it's the hottest room. I think the computer heats it up. Okay, I'm going again. Starting from the first side. If you want to load it up, do it. I'm not feeling it today, so I'm doing a body weight. 12 reps. Rest when you got your 12. Whew. One more set after this, then we're moving on. We're gonna move to upper body after this. Bring your heart rate down. Breathing rate comes down. And then we do it again. Let's get the last set. Here we go. 12 and 12. Squeeze your booty. Stand up when you're done. Grab some water. Ooh, I can barely stand up. Ooh. Trying to catch my breath. Okay. Next up we have decline push-ups. So I'm going to try to do my push-ups with my feet on my couch. If you want to try to do yours with your feet on whatever surface you can, or do regular push-ups, or do push-ups on your knees, or you can do incline push-ups instead. Really just any kind of variation that you want to do. Decline push-ups mimic a little bit more of like an incline press. So if we were slightly inclined and pushing up, that's kind of what we're mimicking. So if you wanted to do a dumbbell press instead, you can also do that. So there's lots of options here. But we're gonna do as many reps as we can. So whatever variation of the push-up you're doing, it should be a harder one than you usually do, because I'm looking for 4 to 6 reps. Okay, so if you normally do them on your knees, maybe try to go into the full plank position, but prop your hands up slightly on something like a small step or just a very small incline, and do as many regular push-ups as you can. Something like that. So just a variation, just slightly above what you normally do, because the reps should be low, okay? So you're doing as many as you can do though, which is gonna be different than how many I can do. And then we're gonna rest in between for 3 rounds. Okay, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and set up for your push-ups. I don't want you to get to the point where you're falling, so stop before you actually fail. Rest, and then when you're ready, you're gonna do it again, okay? Again, push yourself to challenge doing that next step up from what you normally do. It shouldn't be what you do for 10 to 12 reps. Get yours and rest. I got 6. So we want to rest long enough to where you feel like you can do a close number to that again. So you might not be able to get as many, but maybe 1 less, 2 less. But any more than 2 less, then you haven't rested long enough. All right, I think I'm good, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. You feel it out and go when you're ready. Second set. We've got 1 more set. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for my last set. You do yours when you're ready. I'm gonna take a little bit longer of a rest after this one to make sure everyone's done before we get started on our next exercise. Let's do it. As many as you can. Drink some water when you're done. All right, come to standing when you're done. Time to switch it up. We're gonna do bent over rows next. So we've been hitting the legs. We just did a big upper body push movement. Now we're gonna do an upper body pull movement. We are gonna do a 2-arm row. So you're going to use 2 dumbbells here. Okay, so what we're going to do is 3 sets of 10. If your weights feel too light when you start to do this, I want you to slow it down. You can add a pause. So you can pull slow, hold for a couple of seconds, and then really slow on the way down, okay? Working the muscles if your weights feel too light for this movement, okay? If they're appropriate amount, then you'll just do the normal tempo, big squeeze, and back down, squeeze, and back down. But we're doing sets of 10 with rest in between. So go ahead and grab the weights you're gonna use. Pull your shoulders back and down. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna bend over with the knees bent. Here we go, big squeeze and down. Mine are a little bit light, so I'm gonna pause for a second. 10 reps. Rest. Give ourselves at least 30 seconds here. Okay, when you're ready, next set. Try to add in that pause if you can. Nice and controlled. Set 2, done. We got one more. All right, last set. Let's get it done. And break. Grab some water. We've got one more exercise to do. Okay, last exercise. We're going to do side planks. Timed for 30 seconds each. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the floor. You're going to hold a side plank on your forearm on either your knees or on your feet. Hips is stacked, so take a look at your hips. They're straight up and down. You're in a nice line. You don't need to be too high. Don't want to be too low. Elbow is right under your shoulder, pushing away from the floor and open. Pam, we gotta get to a meeting. It's okay. See you Friday. All right, so we're gonna do 30 seconds on each side, and we're just gonna do 2 rounds here. Okay, I'm gonna time us. So go ahead and get into position, whichever side you want to start on. We're gonna do both. Elbows right under your shoulder. So notice right here, my shoulder is up near my ear. What you want to do for nice stable support, push away, engage your back muscles, tuck your shoulder blade in your back pocket, keep your chest nice and open. All right, ready? 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Halfway. Three, two, one, down. Flip sides. We're not going to waste any time here. Set up your arm. Going in 3, 2, 1, and up. Check your hips, shoulders stacked over your elbow. Halfway. Three, two, one, down. All right, quick rest. Ooh-wee. One more time on both sides, then we're done. Okay, go ahead and set up again. First side. "30 seconds. Here we come. In 3, 2, 1, up. Halfway. Hold it. Almost. 3, 2, 1, down. Flip sides. 30 seconds of work left, and we're finished. Stick with it. You ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, up. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, down. Ooh. Good job. Whew. Rest. Go ahead and stand back up. Whew. You can widen your feet a little bit. Breath in, arms up. Bring them together at the top. Stretch. And stretch. Center, bring them down and behind you. Open up. breathe. Bring your feet back together. Legs straight. Hands to the legs, and just come as far as you can go with your back straight. Keep your chest lifted. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Okay, we are all finished. Thank y'all for being here. Hope you had a good workout. I know I'm nice and sweaty. We have cardio on Friday, so hopefully I'll see you there, and have a great rest of your Wednesday and week. I'll see you on Friday. Bye.